The new PS Plus subscriptions are finally here after months of waiting and talking about them and how they would compare to Game Pass and what actually would be on there and what the pricing would be. We finally get to look at all of that. PlayStation Now is no longer available. My PS Now subscription has converted into a PlayStation Plus premium subscription, and I'll get into what that even means in a second here. We have 3 different offerings. We have PlayStation Plus Essential, Extra, and Premium. Essential starts you out at $10, which isn't too bad. You get pretty much what we were getting before with just the basic PlayStation Plus, nothing that has to do with PS Now. So you basically get to share play, cloud storage, game help, online multiplayer, exclusive packs. They make this sound like you're really paying for something. Game help, really. I mean, I personally don't use this, but it's available to you for the $10 mark. We got online multiplayer, exclusive packs, standout with character skins, emotes, and in-game items only available with PS Plus. Okay. Exclusive discounts. So it's pretty much everything we were already getting. The monthly games and the PlayStation Plus collection, which is that set of games that you had access to when you first got your PS5, which is, God of War, Mortal Kombat, all of these games, which is not the full catalog of the new PlayStation Plus offerings. So it's pretty much what we already had. And then Extra is what gives you access to that new catalog of games. Discover a world of incredible gaming experiences. And this one is $15. But mind you, before you were paying $10 for PS Plus and then another $10 for PlayStation Now. So you were paying $20 for all of that before, and now you could pay $15 to have the catalog of games. In the game catalog is where this is kind of the Game Pass-esque like membership. Now this is on PS5. I don't know if this collection is in any form on PS4, but this is on PS5, and this is basically, like I said, the Game Pass-esque like catalog. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm actually kind of surprised at what's actually on here. I did not expect as many third-party games to be on here for some reason. Same with some first-party stuff, like Miles Morales was a $70 short game, and it's on here for $15. So if you've never played that and you don't want to pay the $60, $70 that this game costs, or whatever it costs right now, any game on here, this will apply to any game on here. I know people were down talking this membership. Oh, like Game Pass is still better. Xbox Game Pass wasn't always as good as what it is now. I had it since the beginning, and it definitely has gotten better over time, especially with the first party support, and especially with day one access to games that are, brand new games that you have access to as soon as they come out through Game Pass. That has definitely stepped up a whole lot more than when Game Pass first came out. But to start, to have this be a starting point with the new PlayStation, at least Extra, and this catalog, this isn't terrible. Guardians of the Galaxy is a great game. Death Stranding is a great game. These are all really good games that you would otherwise pay $70, $60 for. And if you think you're just, you don't want to pay that, and you can play it in a month or whatever, you can literally have access to whatever that game is. Spider-Man or Returnal, you wanted to try it, weren't going to pay the $70. You have a month to really play it, and if you like it or don't like it, you only paid $15 and got to try it and maybe even beat it by the time your month ends. And then if you don't want it next month, just cancel it. Or if you have another game in mind that you would buy the next month that's on here, you could just play that as well. Like, no matter how you look at it, there's still a lot of value in these kind of memberships, and this one's no exception. I think people are upset because the premium is $18, and we're going to get into that right now. The premium membership. So the catalog, which is basically the Game Pass of PlayStation, I'm going to say, is the more essential one. Like $10 is cool for the monthly games, but if you really want access to a larger library of games and just have options to play for, the whole month, this is going to be your PlayStation, Netflix, Game Pass service right here. And let me see something. With that being said, I want to see if these are available to stream or just play. So you can download or stream these games. I don't know if it's all of them. They don't have like an indicator that says that it's either one. So I'm guessing they're all streamable and downloadable. Okay, wait. Spider-Man is not streamable. But Miles Morales is streamable. So you're just going to have to look through them and see which ones are actually streamable. and which ones are downloadable. So, and the top of the list is definitely where it's the best. This is the strongest lineup up here. Spider-Man, Demon's Souls, Valhalla. This one surprised me. Did not expect that. I've been playing this game recently on Steam Deck, and it's a fun game. It's cool, and they've been charging anywhere between $40 to $70. That's what this game goes on sale often, but $15 to play that in a month if you have the time is a great option. And the top of the list is definitely, like I said, stronger. As you get to the bottom, it starts to get a little bit weaker, but we do have like indie games and different things that are definitely added value. Games that I wouldn't try, or games that I wouldn't buy but would definitely try on here is what I mean to say. So yeah, as we get closer to the bottom, is just a bunch of stuff that me personally I don't care about, and they're just like more low tier type games, indie games, small games. But sometimes you'll find hidden gems in some of these games. When I go on Game Pass, sometimes I just go pick a random game and and check it out. And now I have the option to do that over here on PlayStation as well. And then it's nice that they're all downloadable. With PS Now, at first it was, you had to stream the game. It wasn't the best experience, but this is definitely a whole lot better. So, strong lineup up top, gets weaker towards the bottom. Understandable. It is a good start. PlayStation Premium. Cloud streaming. Stream hundreds of PlayStation Plus catalog games. I guess you get even more options for streaming games. Is there like a number? I don't know if there's a number. I know Game Pass gives you like the number up top of how many games are on the list. But I guess you just have a wider range of games on that catalog. Cloud streaming. Okay. It kind of looks the same as the other lists, so it's a little bit confusing. But it's just more streamable games. How it works. Browse the hundreds of games in the catalog, and okay, they're talking about classics, which we haven't gotten to yet. If you don't care about classic games, this is where the premium is kind of make or break. If you just have no interest in them, then extra for $15 is definitely the best option. But I personally am very happy with having the classic games, because right up front, Jack and Daxter is my all-time favorite series. I've said this before, and it makes me really happy that I can just play all of these games whenever I want if I have the premium. Now, individually, these games are only like $7 a pop, which is fine. That's $20-something, $21 if you buy all of them, which is still more than the $18, and that's them being on sale. And I'm not gonna want to play these all the time. I just want to sometimes jump in here, pick a classic game, and jump out. So for $3 more, you get that option. If it's something you really care about, playing old games, classic games, greatest hits, then it is definitely something to consider. The first thing I downloaded, the first thing I looked for, surprisingly, because I'm not really a retro gamer, but Jack and Daxter is my favorite series, and the first thing I did was go look for Jack, and I didn't even know how the memberships worked at the time, but it is part of the premium, which is kind of like a bummer, because Game Pass has 360 games on their just normal subscription. So they to increase that price, they really threw this up there, and it kind of sucks, I'm not gonna lie. And it sucks because I pay for Game Pass and I pay for PlayStation subscription. Like, you're paying for all these different subscriptions. It's the whole dilemma that is going on with streaming TV shows. Like, you have Netflix, HBO Max, like you have all of these things that in the end it adds up to as if you were just paying for cable, a cable box or something. And that's the same thing here. Like, I would like to pay less and just have everything included rather than having to shuffle all these memberships. But if you're smart about it, maybe 1 month you feel more like you're a PlayStation person, but me, I just ignore it and it just goes unnoticed. I just pay for everything as the months go, and whatever it's random. One day I feel like playing PlayStation, one day I feel like playing Xbox or PC Game Pass. So I can't really give myself the mindset of, all right, this month we're doing PlayStation. But if you can do that, you can definitely budget and save money. Like, this month I'm gonna play PlayStation games. Next month I'll do Xbox, and I'll get as much PlayStation games out of the way this month. Like, if you can get yourself into that mentality, then you can save money. If you don't care, if you just want it all, then it's all there, and it's going to add up in the end. But you got classic catalog, and then we got, oh, my bad, let me go back here and actually go through this a little bit. So you got PSP games, PlayStation, and PS2 games. So you got some PS1 games in here. How do we organize this? Because this is kind of just, the other one had a okay, so we have some old Ratchet and Clank PS3 games. Let's go to view all. Yeah, okay, here, sort by, okay, they don't let you sort it by system, like PS1, PS2. Oh, this is only PS3 catalog. Okay, PS3 remasters, PlayStation Plus classic catalog. Okay, so this, the one up top is the ooh, they have Jack X as well. Definitely downloading that. Where is PlayStation All-Star Battle Royale? I'm guessing it has something to do with the rights for the games and stuff, that they couldn't get it on here. That would have definitely been a good game to put on here, though. So this is what you're really paying the $18 for, and they're really selling it with mainly Jack being up top, which, if you know this game is doing this to people and making them want to play these games, where is our new, like, Naughty Dog? Give us Jack 4. Alright. Maybe this is foreshadowing for that to happen. I don't know. This classic catalog needs to expand, definitely. There's not even Sly Cooper on here. Am I tripping? Or is it really not on there? Because I don't see it on here. They got God of War. I'm happy they got Jack in there. That's what I have this game too. Star Wars Jedi Starfighter. Still have the PS2 version of that. Okay, so Toy Story 2. Not even 3 with the sandbox mode. Okay, we're getting out of there. Game trials. With premium, you also get basically access for a limited time. That's what a trial is. Like, you get a certain amount of time. I don't know how much time it is though. Let's read what this says. Check out select games before deciding to buy. Okay, so it's like demos. Can you stream the demos? Okay, you have to download them. So depending on the game, when you click on it, you'll have the option to download or stream it. And since we're already doing this, I'm going to go ahead and go back to classics. And I really want to download Jack X because this brings back memory. 7.4. See, like $15 is what it normally costs. Damn. This makes me, like, I am actually super geeked about being able to play all the Jack games. So I'm actually excited about having this membership. But other than that, I don't know. I think once I get over it, or if I just buy these eventually and that's it, I don't really see anything else on there that was attention seeking. I mean, the trials is kind of cool, but I'm not really one to try demos, but it's definitely a cool option to have. I just wish it wasn't split tiers. It was just one, maybe two options. Like, I feel like extra shouldn't even be there. It should just be essential, and then whatever the premium is with everything included for $15. Like, they're really just trying to milk that price point, $18 for those couple extra things, because that classic catalog isn't even that big, so it's kind of sad. Either way, at least we have something that's not PS Now. They're finally, realizing we needed to provide something, and they got a little bit, I don't know, greedy with this $18. But if you're only playing games on PlayStation, then $18 doesn't sound like the most horrible thing ever. Like I said, if you're juggling Xbox, PC, PlayStation, then that's when it gets a little bit more difficult. And man, I hadn't seen these backgrounds or whatever. You know how the PlayStation games, it basically just full screens whatever that game is. The game icon, I didn't own Jack 2, so this like makes me really like happy. It looks so cool, and this one looks really cool as well. Now is a great time to really have a 2 terabyte external hard drive to put these games on that are not PS5 games, because if you want to download all of them, have them run perfectly without having to stream them, then that's gonna definitely be a good thing to do. I've always wanted to play Death Stranding, never really got around to it, and like I said, this is one of those occasions, and it's the director's cut, where it's beneficial to have Game Pass, or whatever this is called, premium extra catalog on PlayStation that allows me to play this game without having to spend the $70, $60 for a story game that I'm going to play once and maybe not even beat it for a while. What will be interesting is how this will evolve over time, how it'll change, and what games will be added, what first-party games will be added. Will we see a time where God of War is on a membership day one? Like, I don't know how that goes. I think it would also be interesting to see if this translates to PC eventually. There's been a lot of PC ports. We got Horizon already there. The Last of Us remake or remaster is going on PC this year. Spider-Man's on Epic Games. Like, we got a lot of these games headed to PC, and I feel like I would pay the $18 to have this same catalog on my PC versus having it on my PlayStation. And that opens up a whole new market to people that, don't have access to these games otherwise, and it gives you a reason to really pay the $18, because if you don't own a PlayStation and you have access to these PS5, PS Classic games, you're going to pay the $18 because it's more worth you paying $18 rather than buying a whole box. And it's like what Xbox is doing. They're selling you the service, kind of like how Netflix is just a service. Xbox is selling you their service and allows you to have access to it in so many different places. You can literally play Xbox games on your phone, and they're doing that to kind of get rid of this logic of we need to sell the box and this is the only way to play. So it would be nice to see PlayStation step out of that mindset as well and offer the box, and this is where you can play the best possible and most simple experience, but also offer that experience to everyone else so that they can play these games, and in the end, they'll make more money as well. That's why these PC ports are doing so well. They're dropping the game on PlayStation, and then years later, after they've milked every last dollar out of that game, they're putting it on memberships, and then they're also porting it to PC because that opens up, a whole new set of players that are willing to buy these games. Oh, where am I supposed to go? You see, I'm getting carried away here. Jack X is ready. That wasn't even, the good thing about these old games is that they're so small. But yeah, I'm really excited that this is even happening now. All along, this is really what I was looking forward to. Just seeing if games I really cared about were going to make it on there, and the game I most care about, which is this series, is on here, so that's good. But like I said, once I get over this little phase or whatever, I don't know if I'm really going to want to keep the premium. I might go with extra just because it gives you that offering. It's $5 more, and then you could also buy it in different increments. If you buy a year of premium, for example, let's see how much that is. If you just straight up buy a year of premium, it's $120, and you don't have to think about it or anything. You're just going to have access to everything, the classics, the memberships, everything, cloud gaming, game trials. Now, if you do a year of, extra, then we got $100, and then essential is $60 a year. So, I don't know. Whatever suits you best. This is up for discussion on what kind of gamer you are, how much you're going to use the service, how much do you even play video games. I feel like the most casual thing to do would be, or the most casual scenario is, I only have a PlayStation. I at least, I don't have many games. I don't buy games often. $15 a month for that catalog and for the monthly games and to access online is not a terrible deal. But yeah, this is pretty much PlayStation Plus. This is how you can browse, download, stream all of the new games and the different tiers for the games, the different prices. So hopefully this gave you some insight. I know people are upset a little bit about it. I'm kind of in the in-between. I'm happy they finally started doing it. It could definitely use some work. It's also just a good start. I'm not going to really go super in debt or get negative about it, because in the end they're giving us more games as an option. So I'm happy about that. We'll see where it goes. As humans, we always want more, and that's perfectly normal, especially when we've been spoon-fed by Xbox and they're just giving us Halo Infinite day one and all these other, not that that game is really relevant right now, but at the time it was a big deal. This is not an Xbox video, so that's just me rambling. Hopefully this helped you guys out, understanding the different tiers, new PlayStation Plus stuff, different games you could play. $18 for premium, $15 for extra, $10 for essential. You can stream, download, fill up your hard drives, have fun, go crazy. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys on the next video.